In this world, some sleep soundly while others suffer from insomnia. There are those who are ugly and those who are impoverished, those who are ill and those who are healthy. The world keeps spinning like that, presenting a spectrum of fates that seem unjust. However, destiny will always have a certain fairness that everyone must aim for and experience, which are loneliness and death. A person is either not born or, once born, is certain to die, and in the process from life to death, loneliness will always accompany us, and indeed no one wants to walk alone through an endless desolate field, but eventually, we all have to stand stark and alone. Each of us is, in essence, a lonely island. With the explosion of social media apps, we are in the era of being online anytime, anywhere, where one can connect with others at any moment. And most of us always have a negative impression of words like solitude, loneliness, or singleness. In fact, many people are accustomed to the notion that being alone is a disgrace. I think there would be very few who would stand up and boldly oppose the view. One cannot survive alone. But the truth is, there's nothing sad about being lonely. If you think the lonely person is pitiful, then that's because you're looking at it from your own entrenched perspective. It is this deep-rooted viewpoint of yours that needs to be reconsidered. 1. Intelligent people deeply feel that sitting high inevitably leads to loneliness. Being single or choosing to spend time alone is not synonymous with loneliness, but is a powerful testament to one's courage to foster a strong inner self. The wisdom of intelligent individuals often leads them to a poignant realization that sitting high inevitably leads to loneliness, a sentiment not fully grasped by many. This realization isn't about elitism or self-segregation. Rather, it's an acknowledgement of the rarity of truly compatible companionships where talents and strengths don't feel compelled to compete for dominance. In the realms of brilliance and exceptional abilities, the air gets thinner, and the journey becomes more solitary. It's not that these intelligent souls shun connections or devalue the warmth of company. They simply recognize the intricate dance of interactions, where dominance and competition often overshadow genuine connections and shared growth. The choice to embrace solitude, then, emerges not from disdain for others, but from a desire to evade the draining and often futile battleground of ego clashes. This choice, while seemingly straightforward, is anything but simple. It's a deliberate step towards minimizing encounters that sap one's energy without enriching one's soul, leading to a richer, more introspective life. Stoic philosophy offers a lens through which to view this choice. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This profound statement encapsulates the essence of finding peace and strength within oneself, rather than seeking it in the tumult of external validations and relationships. The journey towards cultivating a strong inner self, thus, begins with the recognition of the tranquility and insight that solitude can offer. In a society that often misunderstands solitude for loneliness, it's crucial to draw a clear distinction between the two. Loneliness is a feeling of emptiness or abandonment, a lack of connection with others, which can be felt even in the busiest of crowds. Solitude, on the other hand, is a state of being alone without being lonely, a period of self-reflection, understanding, and personal development. It is in these quiet moments of solitude that one can truly listen to their inner voice, understand their deepest desires, and cultivate resilience and independence. Choosing solitude, therefore, is not about rejecting society or harboring feelings of superiority. It's about embracing the opportunity to grow, to understand oneself better, and to become a pillar of strength and wisdom. This path allows individuals to navigate the complexities of life with grace, to approach conflicts with a sense of calm, and to forge relationships that are meaningful and enriching, rather than draining or competitive. Now let me ask you, have you ever found unexpected strength or insights during moments of solitude? How has choosing to spend time alone helped you grow or changed your perspective on what it means to be truly connected with others? In weaving through the intricacies of solitude and self-discovery, it's evident that the journey towards cultivating a strong inner self is both challenging and rewarding. It requires courage to face oneself, to embrace the quietude that many find uncomfortable, and to find contentment within one's own company. Yet this path, illuminated by the wisdom of those who have tread it before us, offers an unparalleled opportunity to build a foundation of inner strength, resilience, and peace. 2. Being alone and isolated brings freedom. Solitude is not a sentence to loneliness, but a gateway to freedom. The essence of solitude, embraced correctly, offers an invaluable opportunity for growth, introspection, and the cultivation of a life that resonates deeply with personal authenticity. Our societal fabric is embroidered with gatherings, a kaleidoscope of faces, laughter, and camaraderie, where each individual, seemingly buoyant with happiness, is, in reality, paddling fervently beneath the surface to escape their own solitude and emptiness. This dichotomy, where social interactions masquerade as fulfilling connections, while often serving as mere distractions from self-reflection, reveals an unsettling truth. The pursuit of constant company while ignoring the richness of solitude can inadvertently tether one's spirit and time, constraining the vast expanse of personal growth and self-discovery. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This profound insight underscores the liberating power of solitude. It beckons the intelligent and introspective soul to break free from the ephemeral chains of superficial social engagements. By choosing to spend time in one's own company, a man embarks on the most authentic journey towards self-realization and inner strength. Solitude, therefore, is not the barren wasteland it is often perceived to be. Instead, it is a lush landscape, brimming with the potential for self-exploration and the cultivation of a life that is not merely lived but felt deeply. In solitude, one finds the freedom to confront and embrace the multifaceted aspects of their personality, to delve into the depths of their désirs, fears, and aspirations, and to forge a path that is aligned with their true self. The narrative of life, rich with its complexities and contradictions, often leads individuals to seek solace in the external world. Yet it is in the quiet moments of solitude that the inner voice becomes audible, offering guidance and wisdom that is both timeless and profound. The stories we tell ourselves, the metaphors we live by, and the dreams we chase are all illuminated in the solitude's gentle light. It is here, in the silent dialogue with oneself, that the foundation of a strong inner self is laid. Moreover, the journey of solitude is not a solitary one. It is punctuated with moments of connection, real and meaningful, engagements that enrich rather than deplete. These interactions, chosen with discernment and intention, add depth and color to the personal narrative, enhancing the quality of life. In modern life, where the clamor for attention and the incessant noise of the digital age often drown out the essence of true connection, the wisdom of embracing solitude becomes even more pertinent. The advice to men navigating the complexities of this era is clear. Cherish solitude not as a refuge from the world, but as a bridge to a more authentic self. It is in the stillness that one discovers the strength to face life's vicissitudes with grace, to cultivate relationships that are meaningful and fulfilling, and to carve out a legacy that is not only about the milestones achieved, but the journey undertaken. As we weave the narrative of our lives, let us remember that being alone and embracing solitude brings with it the freedom to truly know oneself. This knowledge, more precious than any external validation, is the cornerstone of a strong inner self. It empowers men to live not by the expectations of others, but by the compass of their own values and convictions. 3. Not afraid of gain or loss. In the journey of life, embracing solitude and recognizing the strength within oneself to stand apart from the crowd marks the beginning of profound self-discovery. It's essential to understand that being single or enjoying one's own company is not synonymous with loneliness. Rather, it's a testament to one's courage to face the world with an individual perspective, unfettered by the constraints of collective opinion and societal expectations. This narrative is not about isolating oneself, but about the empowerment that comes from discerning what genuinely matters in one's life. Consider for a moment the story of Alex, a modern-day protagonist who found themselves at a crossroads. Alex had always been part of the in crowd, engaging in endless social activities and gossip, fearing the idea of missing out. However, an unexpected turn of events, a global pandemic that forced the world into isolation, led Alex to confront their solitude head-on. This period of isolation became a transformative journey for Alex, who discovered a passion for painting, a love for introspective writing, and most importantly, the joy of solitude. This time alone allowed Alex to reflect on what truly mattered, leading to a realization that the endless chatter and fear of missing out were distractions from personal growth and genuine happiness. The essence of this transformation lies in the understanding that intelligent individuals do not blindly follow the herd. They steer clear of trivial conversations and the incessant need to keep up with every worldly oddity or gossip. Their focus is on pursuits they deem worthwhile, refining their interests and passions rather than diluting their attention across superficial engagements. Such individuals are not driven by a fear of gain or loss because they have learned to value their inner world more than external validation. They have understood that true contentment and a strong inner self are built on the foundations of self-reflection, personal growth, and the courage to pursue what they believe is right, even if it means walking a path less trodden. Now let's reflect on the implications of this narrative. Have you ever found yourself caught in the web of societal expectations, fearing the idea of missing out, or engaging in activities that don't truly resonate with you? What could you discover about yourself if you embraced solitude, even for a short period? This is not about shunning social interactions, but about finding a balance where solitude is also cherished and seen as an opportunity for growth. By embracing solitude, we allow ourselves the space to think deeply, to question the status quo, and to cultivate our passions without distraction. It is in these moments of quiet reflection that we often find the most profound insights about our desires, our fears, and our dreams. Solitude offers a sanctuary where the noise of the world fades away, and we can hear our inner voice more clearly. It's a place where we can rebuild our strength, reassess our priorities, and emerge more focused and resilient. The lesson here is not to fear solitude, but to embrace it as a powerful ally in our quest for personal growth and fulfillment. Alex's story is a testament to the transformative power of solitude, a reminder that being alone does not mean being lonely. It's a call to action for all of us to find our quiet place, to listen to our inner voice, and to boldly pursue our unique path in life. Remember, a strong inner self begins not with the noise of the world, but with the peace and clarity that solitude brings. 4. Possess strong observational skills. Embracing solitude isn't about loneliness or a testament to being unloved or unwanted. Rather, it's a celebration of self-reliance, a testament to the strength within that flourishes in quiet moments of reflection and observation. Imagine someone who chooses the solace of a corner, not out of shyness, but from a desire to truly see the world around them. These quiet observers are not passive. Their minds are alight with activity, silently decoding the complex language of life and human emotion. Their silence is not emptiness, but a canvas upon which the vivid colors of their thoughts and insights are painted. As we embark on this exploration, let's dive into the essence of enjoying solitude and the misunderstood notion of being single. Being single is far from being lonely. It's an opportunity to meet one's own self, to listen to the whispers of one's heart, and to build a fortress of inner strength that no external force can dismantle. This journey of self-discovery through solitude allows for a deeper understanding of one's desires, fears, and dreams, unfiltered by the noise of constant company. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "All the greatest blessings create anxiety, and fortune is never less to be trusted than when it is fairest." Through this lens, we can appreciate solitude as a blessing, not a curse. It teaches us that the greatest company we can ever have is ourselves, and the most significant conversations are those that happen in the silence of our minds. In solitude, we observe, we reflect, and we grow. Our observational skills are sharpened not just to perceive the world more vividly, but to understand the depth of our own being. Now, consider this. When was the last time you truly enjoyed your own company, without the distractions of technology or the need for external validation? In those quiet moments, did you find yourself observing the world with a keener eye, understanding people and situations with a newfound depth? This is the power of solitude. It enhances our observational skills, enabling us to see beyond the surface and appreciate the intricate tapestry of life. Solitude fosters resilience. It's in the quietude that we confront our true selves, facing our fears, ambitions, and insecurities head on. This process might seem daunting, but it's essential for building a strong inner self. By enjoying our own company, we learn not just to depend on ourselves, but to trust in our ability to navigate life's complexities. We become adept at observing not only the world around us, but also the inner workings of our minds and hearts. Let's pause and reflect. How can embracing solitude transform your life? How can the act of observing, both externally and internally, enrich your understanding of the world and yourself? These questions are not rhetorical, but invitations to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to find peace in solitude and strength in observation. In essence, to build a strong inner self and to truly understand that being single is not synonymous with loneliness, one must first learn to relish the moments of solitude. It is in these moments that our observational skills are honed, allowing us to perceive the world and ourselves with unparalleled clarity and depth. The journey towards inner strength and self-reliance is paved with moments of quiet reflection, where the only voice that matters is the one that resonates from within. As we navigate through life, let us remember that solitude is not a state to be avoided, but a sanctuary to be sought. It is a sacred space where the soul is nurtured, the mind is expanded, and the heart is fortified. So, the next time you find yourself alone, remember that you are in good company. Embrace the silence, observe the world, and let your inner self flourish in the solitude that once seemed daunting. Remember, a strong inner self begins not with the noise of the world, but with the quiet understanding and appreciation of solitude. 5. Dislike gossip and controversy. The adage, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe," attributed to Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, perfectly encapsulates the essence of finding peace within oneself. In the modern context, where the clamor of the external world often drowns out inner peace, learning to cherish solitude becomes a profound act of self-love and a declaration of independence from the chaos of contemporary life. Wise individuals understand the pitfalls of engaging in gossip and controversy. They recognize that life is replete with events that can lead to unnecessary irritation and discomfort. Living a life true to oneself is already laden with challenges. Thus, it is imprudent to add to these by embroiling oneself in the trivialities and tumults that gossip and controversy bring. The understanding that others may hold differing opinions and the realization that it is unnecessary to be acknowledged by everyone or to participate in unworthy debates are hallmarks of a mature and reflective individual. This recognition is not born out of indifference, but from a deep understanding of the value of one's peace of mind and the finite nature of time and energy. In the fabric of modern life, where digital platforms and social media perpetuate a culture of constant comparison and public opinion, the wisdom to disengage from the superficial and focus on what truly matters becomes even more crucial. The relentless pursuit of external validation not only detracts from the quality of one's life, but also hampers the development of a strong, independent self. By eschewing the distractions and the ephemeral gratifications they offer, one can redirect their energies towards more meaningful pursuits, personal development, deepening relationships, and the cultivation of skills and hobbies that enrich the soul. Moreover, the avoidance of gossip and controversy allows for the conservation of mental energy, which can be redirected towards pursuits that align with one's values and contribute to one's sense of purpose. It fosters an environment where the mind can thrive, uncluttered by the negativity and discord that often accompany such engagements. This mental space becomes a fertile ground for creativity, problem-solving, and introspection, enabling individuals to live more intentionally and with greater clarity. In embracing solitude, one discovers the freedom to explore one's interests, passions, and the myriad facets of one's personality that may have been neglected in the pursuit of societal approval or in the company of others. It is in these moments of quiet reflection that one can hear the whisperings of their inner voice, guiding them towards their true path and enabling them to live authentically and with purpose. To navigate this path requires courage, for it entails stepping away from the familiar and venturing into the unknown realms of self-discovery and personal growth. Yet it is within this journey that one finds the strength and resilience to face life's challenges with grace and equanimity. It is a testament to the enduring spirit of the human condition, a reminder that within each of us lies the potential to live a life of depth, meaning, and fulfillment, unshackled by the expectations of others. So, the rejection of gossip and controversy is not merely an act of withdrawal, but a strategic choice to conserve one's mental and emotional resources for endeavors that are of true value. It is a commitment to living a life of purpose, integrity, and authenticity, where the noise of the world does not drown out the voice within that seeks to guide us towards our true north. For men navigating the terrain of solitude, this realization opens up a world of possibilities where being single is not synonymous with loneliness but is instead a profound opportunity for self-discovery, growth, and the cultivation of a strong inner self. 6. No need to prove one's worth. In a world that often equates companionship with fulfillment, it's a breath of fresh air to embrace the concept that true strength and independence come not from external validation, but from a deep personal journey into self-reliance and contentment. Being alone does not mean being lonely. It's about appreciating the little moments that life offers, finding joy in the present, and understanding that the need for approval from others is a cage we build around ourselves. Sarah, a young professional who found herself navigating the bustling streets of a new city, her heart heavy with the weight of solitude. In her quest for companionship, Sarah realized she was seeking validation from others, a dangerous game that left her feeling more isolated. It was not until she embraced her solitude, finding peace in quiet coffee shops and the pages of her journal, that she discovered her worth was not tied to the people around her. This narrative serves as a powerful reminder that our value does not diminish because of solitude. Rather, solitude offers a unique opportunity to engage with our inner selves deeply. It's in these moments of reflection that we find clarity about who we are and what we truly desire from life, without the noise of societal expectations clouding our judgment. Have you ever found yourself altering your beliefs or desires to fit into the mold someone else has created for you? This realization that we do not need to prove our worth to anyone is liberating. It propels us towards genuine self-acceptance and fosters an environment where we can grow, explore, and embrace our passions without fear of judgment. The beauty of this journey lies in its simplicity and the profound impact it has on our lives. As we navigate through the challenges and triumphs of life, the ability to stand alone, content with the present, and appreciative of life's simple pleasures becomes our greatest strength. This independence is not about isolation. It's about building a strong foundation within ourselves that allows us to interact with the world around us in a more meaningful, authentic way. 7. Communicate carefully and know who true friends are. It's a common misconception that to be alone means to be lonely, but I'm here to tell you that's far from the truth. Embracing solitude is not about isolating oneself, but about finding peace and strength within. It's in those quiet moments alone that we truly meet ourselves. Intelligent individuals approach relationships with intention and discernment, cherishing those bonds they wish to maintain. They do not hastily welcome new acquaintances into their close-knit circle unless these individuals resonate on the same frequency, sharing similar values and visions. This selective process is not about exclusivity, but about cultivating an environment where genuine connections thrive, nourished by mutual respect and understanding. The Stoic philosophers, with their profound wisdom, teach us something relevant here. Marcus Aurelius once said, "People seek retreats for themselves, houses in the country, seashores and mountains. But it is always in your power to retreat into yourself, for nowhere either with more quiet or more freedom from trouble than within your own soul." This quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of enjoying solitude. It's a reminder that our most peaceful retreat lies within, a sanctuary where we can find tranquility and clarity away from the external chaos. Now I pose a question to you, my listeners. Have you ever experienced a moment of solitude that felt more enriching than any social gathering? This question is an invitation for you to reflect on the value of solitude in your own life. As we journey through life, the careful selection of who we allow into our personal space becomes crucial. It's about recognizing those who uplift us, those who challenge us to grow, and distinguishing them from those who may not align with our journey. This discernment in building relationships is a testament to our strength and self-awareness. It signifies an understanding that being alone does not equate to loneliness, but rather, it opens the door to self-discovery and inner peace. In embracing solitude, we find a profound connection to ourselves. This connection enables us to approach relationships with greater depth and authenticity. It allows us to be present, to listen deeply, and to communicate with purpose. We learn to appreciate the silence as much as the conversation, understanding that true friendship does not fear the quiet. As we conclude our exploration today, remember that the path to a strong inner self is not about the quantity of our relationships but the quality. It's about finding joy in solitude, where we build a foundation of strength, resilience, and true understanding of what it means to be at peace with oneself. Let this journey of solitude be a gateway to enriching your life with meaningful connections that resonate with your true self. Thank you for sharing this moment of reflection with me. 8. The capabilities of intelligent people can be intimidating to others. The essence of enjoying solitude, embracing being single without equating it to loneliness, offers a profound path to self-discovery and empowerment. This narrative is not just about being alone, it's about the enlightenment and strength one gains through the deliberate choice of solitude. It's a reminder that, as the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, all men's miseries derive from not being able to sit in a quiet room alone. The prowess and independence of intelligent, exceptional individuals can sometimes cast a daunting shadow over others. These individuals navigate life with a rare form of autonomy, undertaking tasks alone, from healthcare visits to dining in restaurants, activities that societal norms often dictate should be shared experiences. Their comfort in solitude is not born out of necessity, but from a place of profound self-sufficiency and confidence. This autonomy should not intimidate but inspire, highlighting the unappreciated beauty of self-reliance in a world that too often conflates solitude with loneliness. The narrative of enjoying one's own company without feeling lonely dismantles the myth that happiness and fulfillment are exclusively found in the company of others. It champions the idea that being alone, and thriving in that state, is a testament to an individual's completeness. This notion extends beyond merely performing tasks alone. It encompasses the courage to voice truths and confront challenges head-on, without the immediate support of a crowd. Such individuals are not deterred by the prospect of defeat or difficulty, for their inner strength is fortified by their moments of solitude. In an era where the pressure to be perpetually connected is pervasive, the choice to disconnect and reflect inwardly is revolutionary. This narrative does not only extol the virtues of being alone, but also offers practical advice on embracing solitude as a powerful tool for self-improvement and mindfulness. It invites men to confront their fears, understand their desires, and fortify their convictions. This path, marked by moments of solitude, allows for an introspective examination of one's life, leading to a more authentic existence. In these moments of quiet reflection, one finds clarity, which is often obscured by the noise of the crowd. Here, in the silence, one can truly listen to the whispers of their heart, guiding them towards their true purpose. In essence, this story is a celebration of the individual's journey towards self-reliance, and the discovery of one's inner strength through the embrace of solitude. It challenges societal norms that equate solitude with loneliness, offering instead a perspective that sees solitude as a fertile ground for growth, reflection, and profound understanding. It's a call to action for men to redefine their relationship with themselves, to find peace in solitude, and to emerge stronger, more authentic, and fully attuned to their inner selves. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, the message is clear. Solitude is not a state to be avoided, but a condition to be cherished. It is within the quiet moments alone that we find our strongest, most resilient selves. This narrative is not a solitary whisper in the dark, but a clarion call to those seeking to unearth the power within, encouraging them to embrace solitude, to find joy in their own company, and to recognize that being single is not synonymous with being lonely. 9. Thoughts and behaviors often difficult to understand. In our journey through life, we often encounter individuals whose thoughts and behaviors seem enigmatic, even to those closest to them. These individuals, frequently branded as eccentric or geniuses, navigate the world in ways that diverge significantly from societal norms. Their actions, deeply rooted in a perspective that is uniquely their own, often elude the understanding of the majority. This disconnect stems not from a lack of effort to understand, but from a fundamental difference in perception and a limitation in experiential vision. The reality is, only a select few have the capacity to fully grasp and appreciate the depth and breadth of these unique minds. This brings us to an intriguing question. In a world that prizes conformity, how valuable is it to cherish our solitude, to understand our inner selves, and to appreciate the beauty of being different? Let's delve into a modern tale that mirrors this very concept. Picture Sarah, a software developer by day and an amateur astronomer by night. To her colleagues, Sarah's decision to spend countless evenings under the stars, coupled with her disinterest in social gatherings, seemed peculiar if not outright alien. However, what they failed to see was the immense joy Sarah found in her solitude. It was in those quiet nights, gazing at the cosmos, that Sarah felt most connected to the universe and to herself. Her story is a testament to the fact that being alone does not equate to loneliness. Instead, it offers a canvas for introspection and self-discovery, allowing one to forge a path that is true to their essence. This narrative brings us to a pivotal reflection. How often do we pause to appreciate our own company, or to pursue passions that the crowd may not understand? The essence of building a strong inner self lies not in the accolades we receive from external validation, but in the fulfillment we find in activities that resonate with our deepest selves. It is in the embrace of solitude that we often find our truest friends, our most genuine passions, and our most profound sense of peace. As we ponder this, let's consider the lessons gleaned from those who dare to walk a path less traveled. It's not about the isolation, but about the quality of the journey we embark on when we're in tune with our inner selves. It's a journey of embracing our quirks, understanding our eccentricities, and realizing that in the tapestry of human existence, these differences are not just acceptable, but valuable. So, as we move forward, let's ask ourselves, are we willing to embrace the solitude necessary to discover the uniqueness within? Can we appreciate the quiet moments that allow us to connect deeply with our inner selves? The beauty of life lies in these questions and in our courage to live the answers. 10. Focused on personal goals. It's a common misconception that solitude equates to loneliness, but let me guide you through a different perspective, one where solitude is seen as a companion on the journey to self-discovery and personal growth. When we think of individuals who are intensely focused on their personal goals, a certain image comes to mind. People so engrossed in their dreams and future prospects that sharing these visions with others, especially those who fail to grasp their depth, seems almost laughable. It's not that they shun social interaction out of disdain. Rather, they find little value in aimless gatherings that do not align with their purpose. This focused approach often leads others to misinterpret their solitude as stress or discontent. However, The reality couldn't be further from the truth. These individuals are not burdened by loneliness. They are empowered by solitude, finding in it a relentless focus and clarity of mind that is rare and precious. In this era of constant change, it's suggested that adapting through social interactions is key. Yet for some, solitude is not a circumstance thrust upon them but a deliberate choice, a predestined path that, though it may seem lonely to onlookers, is rich with potential for personal excellence. Stoic philosophers like Seneca remind us that all men's miseries derive from not being able to sit in a quiet room alone. This profound statement echoes the sentiment that embracing solitude can lead to unparalleled inner strength and wisdom. If you find solace in walking alone, relish in the independence of living by yourself, or have a tight circle of friends with whom you share deep connections rather than a wide array of acquaintances, then perhaps you're not just ordinary. You might be on a path less traveled, one that celebrates the richness of solitude and recognizes its value in personal development. How does solitude speak to you in your journey towards achieving your goals? Have you ever found that being alone has opened doors to deeper self-reflection and understanding? The misconception that to be alone is to be lonely is a narrative we aim to shift. Solitude is not just the absence of others. It's a space filled with potential for growth, creativity, and self-discovery. As we traverse through life, let us embrace the moments of solitude with open arms, seeing them as opportunities to fortify our inner selves and cultivate a resilience that stems from profound self-awareness and peace. Let this conversation be a reminder that being single or enjoying one's own company is not a sign of loneliness but a testament to the strength found in solitude. In this enlightening video from Stoic in Your Life titled, "A Strong Inner Self Begins with Enjoying Solitude," Being Single is Not Lonely, we delve into the profound understanding that true intelligence and inner strength often come hand in hand with a preference for solitude. Highlighting 10 core insights, we learn why intelligent individuals may choose solitude over constant social interaction, ranging from their disdain for conflict and meaningless chatter to their appreciation for personal freedom, focused goals, and the value of genuine relationships. Through observing that intelligence can lead to a naturally solitary lifestyle not out of necessity but choice, this video challenges us to rethink the conventional association of solitude with loneliness. It paints solitude as a chosen path towards self-discovery, personal growth, and inner peace, emphasizing the importance of being comfortable in one's own company and valuing quality over quantity in social interactions. Now, I encourage you to reflect on your own experiences with solitude. Have you found peace and strength in moments of being alone? How has solitude contributed to your personal growth and happiness? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Let's create a community where we celebrate the power of solitude and the incredible growth it can foster in our lives. Remember, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It's an opportunity to build a strong, independent, and resilient inner self. Let's embrace our moments of solitude as the precious gifts they are, and continue on our path to personal excellence.